So it turns out that Commissioner Helgait is behind all of the droid troubles that are happening, programming the droids to disrupt attack. When confronted, he threatens to transform the planet's docile workforce back into battle droids and unleash them onto the unsuspecting citizens of the planet. So, he then goes on to explain his motives. I didn't give up the Republic, I didn't give up on the Empire, and I won't give up to you. I support democracy. Count Dooku was a visionary, he says, and then he was cut short, I just kind of felt sorry for him when he got zapped, because I wanted to hear more, I thought it was really interesting talking about Count Dooku, and, Christopher Lloyd's character really could have sort of seen a deeper meaning to how he ended up like this, and his relationship with Count Dooku, Dooku, was a former Jedi of the Order, and he, his ultimate goal was to overthrow the Galactic Republic and establish his new order under his rule, and he believed that, the government was corrupt and ineffective, and only someone like himself could bring the stability and order to the galaxy. And Dooku's vision was very much based around the use of droids, because he didn't want to see the human weakness exploited. So he loved the use of droids. So somebody like, Commissioner Helgait, Christopher Lloyd, would have been well in there with him. And no doubt Dooku and Helgait would have planned a future of droid armies across the Empire and across the galactic, that Dooku's methods were ruthless and involved violence and manipulation, so his actions were not morally justifiable. But if he was to control a droid army, then even perfect, he's the one that's manipulating all the humans involved, and the droids are just doing his willing. So Commissioner Helgait probably saw some kind of sick vision from Dooku for the future, which excited him, and he's thinking, wow, I can be at the forefront with Dooku, giving me all of the droids I need, all of the human subjects for experimentation, an endless, supply of drones for Dooku's dystopian future, and probably Helgait was, cut short of that by what happened to Dooku. So he's kind of like, he's annoyed by that, and here we are, he's ended his life in this sort of isolation. I kind of feel like he would have been so great if he was left to his devices under a dark leadership like Dooku, but he ends up getting zapped and put in solitary confinement. I felt sorry for Christopher Lloyd, because we don't want to see that happen to him, because we love him so much, and we certainly don't want to see that happen to Helgait. I kind of like this character, I want to see more of him, so I want to see this droid sick vision that they had, and what did it involve? The questions that we still have unanswered. But certainly, let me know your thoughts on it and what they could have done more here. And if you agree that Helgait was cut short and Lloyd could have been used a lot more. I personally would have liked to have seen him in a scientist outfit, working on some kind of sick hybrid droid. I think that would have been really dark. And I think, episode 6 is a lot more lighter in its storytelling. And I think, it needed an injection of darkness here. And Christopher Lloyd really could have brought that to the table with more exposure of his character.